Hey everyone, it's me Alex and welcome to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create and change your Google Classroom banner and how to set grade categories on Google Classroom. So this is a video I'm doing on my series called Getting Started with Google Classroom. So I'm going to be going through everything step by step. So for example, this video is the first episode, how to change the banner right here on your class and how to set grading like assignments, like for example, homework classwork was 25% and stuff like that. But before we get started, hi to anyone new here, my name is Alex Torres. I do helpful technology videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to help my channel grow. Thank you. So let's get started with the video. So once you go ahead and make your class on Google Classroom, it's going to look like this blank. So the first thing we're going to do is we can change our banner right here. So I just went ahead and create this class called YouTube course. I make this class called YouTube course, but for example, for school, it might say Biology 101, Chemistry 101, Math 101, or however your school names them. So we're going to click on that customize button right here. You can choose the theme color. So for example, right now I chose light blue. So you can also change the color. So for example, we want green. Now everything is green. Our class will be related in green color. So once you create assignments and stuff like that, the little icon will be green for the assignments and stuff like that on student view as well. Or you could change the whole logo right here. So you can click on select photo, and Google Classroom has some default images you can choose here. So it can be general, English and history. So if you want to make this, for example, is English 101, usually Google Classroom just automatically picks one related to your class name. So it might pick like a English right here. You can do math and science, arts, sports, and other images right here. If you like one that you like on here, so for example, let's say English, we can click select theme and it automatically changes the logo on the top and it says class theme updated. And then you could also change the color, because right now I chose blue because the picture is blue, but you can have it gray and it'll change it. Or you could also upload your own image. So for example, you can use Canva to create like your Bitmoji theme and stuff like that. I do have a little demo right here. I just have the YouTube logo because I did name this YouTube course, so we can drag our file or browse your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag this YouTube logo. And it's going to look perfectly like that. You could adjust. So for example, if your image was too big, you can use it like this to shorten it, and it'll just show whatever is in this box right here. So I wanted to show the whole YouTube logo, and you can move this up and down, but because I just have this right here, I cannot move it too much. And yes, you cannot make this bigger. So if your image is small, make sure you're using Canva. So for example, Google Banner theme. I will go ahead and look for the dimensions and put them right here on the left of your screen. So if this is not on Canva, you can create your own custom dimensions for your Google Classroom logo. So for me, perfect like that. Once you click on done, and now it's going to look like that for our class, and save. It's saving it, and there we go. Our YouTube banner is right here. So hold on, let me go ahead and re-upload that because I did move it around to show you, just so it just stays on the default. Or maybe it is like that. Done and done. There we go. There it is. There is our new class banner. And we can change the color if you would like again. So I'll go ahead and do green because I like the color green. So perfect. On the left hand side right here, you're going to see your class code. Right now I have it disabled so other people don't join this class because this is just a demonstration class. And then down here where it says upcoming is where all assignments you create here on classwork will appear. So for example, if you have an exit ticket due at 6 p.m. today, it will show right here 6 p.m. exit ticket or stuff like that. So now let me go ahead and show you how to create grading categories here on Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on the settings gear right here. It says class settings. You can add a description, section, levels, room, subject. Usually for schools, this will automatically show up filled in already for you, but you could adjust them as well. So I will be going through all the settings in this video because this is the introduction video. Invite code. So this again was the class code that would be on the left hand side. I have it disabled right now so people don't join it, but it'll automatically be turned on, and it'll show a link that you can send to students to join or the actual class code. Stream and classwork, this one is important. The stream right here, if we go back, is right here, the main Google Classroom tab. So right now you can create an announcement. So let's go ahead and say, welcome to my YouTube course. We can go ahead and bold that. You can use these functions right here. And let's go ahead and post that just to show you. So this is the stream. It will show assignments, questions you create and announcements you create right here. It will show all right here. So right now, students are also going to see this button right here on the bottom that says add a comment, or they could also create an announcement. So that means so again, on the students view, they'll also be able to create announcements and add comments to your announcements or other student announcements. If you don't want that, you can click right here on the settings gear and look for where it says stream. It says students can post and comment. Students can only comment. So for example, they won't be able to create new announcements like you as the instructor, the one I just did right now, like welcome to the class. So if we do that, we click on save. Again, I don't have an active student in this class, so I can't show you, and I probably won't because just for demonstration. The only button they will see now is the add a comment button. So for example, like that I did welcome to the YouTube course, they can come in here and say, hi, I'm happy to be here. And they will be able to comment on your assignments and announcements, but they won't be able to create their own physical announcement like this one that I just made. This is actually a cool feature to keep just this one on because you'll be able to see any feedback they might have, or students can help each other out with any questions they might have. And the next one right here for stream is only teachers can post and comment. Meaning if you select that option, students will not see the new announcement button and they won't be able to add a class comment. So that button and this right here where it says add a class comment is going to be disabled for them. They won't be able to do anything. Even on assignments, you know, there's two options: add a private comment and add a class comment. You know, when you create when you create an assignment, it says add a class comment or add a private comment. Students will still be able to add private comments to you as the instructor. Those do not get disabled at all. The only ones they won't be able to do is add a class comment like this, add 2 assignments and 2 announcements. So again, you can pick whichever one fits your needs. Classwork on the stream. This is also another important one. Show condensed items or hide notifications. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little quick assignment right here. Let's just say getting to know you. And I will make another video more in detail how to create assignments on here. So I'm just going to leave this blank just like this, just to finish this and to show you, and actually create another one. Let's just say assignment number 2 in this assignment, and then I'll keep it like that. Again, I will make another video more in detail on how to create assignments here on Google Classroom. So right now on the stream, you can see we have the first assignment I did called Getting to Know You, and assignment number 2 that I created. There's nothing underneath the assignments. The view will look exactly for you as the students right here. So they'll be able to see these 2 when they're on your main course stream. But for example, maybe you don't want assignments to go on here on your stream. You want to keep this as an announcement part of your class only, not show actual assignments. This is where you can go in here and it says classwork on the stream and put hide notifications. So when you do hide notifications, the assignments disappeared. The assignments are no longer here on the main stream, only announcements, but students can go up here where it says classwork and the assignments are right there. So for example, in this assignment, and it'll show them the directions, and the getting to know you, it would also show them. So this hides all assignments, questions, quizzes you create on Google Classroom and keeps them here on the classwork tab only, not on the stream. So for example, now this is fully separated. This is cool if you would want to keep all assignments in the classwork tab and use the stream as your announcement hub, for example, just for announcements and stuff like that. Another one here on the stream is called show attachments and details. So when we click on that, it's going to show the directions that you need to do for the assignment. It's going to show the assignment and the directions and description of the assignment, and or YouTube files you might have in there, or PDF, Google Drive assignments you have linked in there. This is a cool one. For example, if you teach younger students, you don't want them bouncing around on different tabs, and keep them all here on the stream. So once they click on the course, let's say you're logging in, let's refresh. They go onto your course, they can see the assignment they need to do with the directions. Actually, to show you a good demonstration, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and create another assignment. Assignment number 3. And I'm going to go ahead and get a link to one of my YouTube videos just to show you that it does display it here on Google Classroom. So I went ahead and got my link to my video. I'm going to go ahead and link it here on Google Classroom. That's the video I just released. So add a video. And again, I'm going to make another video in detail how to use everything here. Assign. If we go back to the stream, as you can see, the description and the link to the video is already available. So you can just click on it and the video will automatically start playing. So they don't have to actually click on the actual assignment to see what the description says. So that is one of a cool feature. If you just have the show condensed items, it'll just show the assignment name and they would have to click on it to see the assignment and its description and files. Show deleted items. This is kind of a good one to keep off. This is only for you as the instructor. Students cannot see deleted items. For example, you create assignment number 1 and you're like, oh, no, actually, I don't want to create this assignment. You can delete it, but it'll have a little subtopic for you in the stream where it says show deleted items, and you'll be able to see what you deleted. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that really quick just to show you how this works. I am going to go ahead and create, let's just say a question, exit ticket, and then I say, you know what, never mind, I don't want to do an exit ticket. So we can go on here and I say, you know what, I don't want to actually do an exit ticket. Let's go ahead and delete that. And there it is for you, deleted post. So it shows that here as a subtopic and it says exit ticket. And that's what you deleted. It shows any assignments you delete. Only for you, students cannot see deleted as announcements, and they will be automatically removed in this topic after 30 days. So for example, if we created this one today and on June 17th, because right now it's May 17th, I'll come back in here to see what I deleted. It's not going to be here anymore. It'll permanently fully erase it from your side as well. Google Meet, this is of course because I am only on a regular Google Classroom, not like in a school. I cannot create a Google link. So for example, if you have an online class, that of course you would have to talk to your school admin or your district to help set that up for you. This is if you want to have an actual link already here on Google Classroom, but you could still of course embed links to your office hours on Zoom and stuff like that externally using the assignments. Grading. So this is the important one for Google Classroom. So for example, this is a good one to keep on. So for example, let's say we have an assignment due today, exit ticket, and a student doesn't submit it, it'll automatically give them a 0 for the assignment. Not automatically give them a 0, but for you as the instructor, you'll be able to say 0 and it'll say draft next to it. So to demonstrate this really quickly, again, it won't actually give them automatically a 0. Let's go ahead and create an assignment. Again, let's go ahead and say assignment number 4. And let's just say the due. So for example, let's just say this is due today. Oops. And let's just say it's 302. Let's say 303. There we go. And assign, I actually was able to add a student from my other Gmail account or to show you. From another account that I have, assignment 4, it says due 303. Oh, and now the assignment is missing. So for them on their side, they won't see the 0 automatically because it just says missing. But on your instructor view, if you click on grades, you're going to see that it does say draft missing 0 out of 100. So it does not automatically give them the 0 on their end automatically. You would have to go in here and click on return if you do want to keep that 0. And if you have this off, it'll just say missing. It won't actually say like give them the draft 0. Grade calculation, this is the important one. So overall calculation, this is kind of like a Canvas, Schoology, or other way students can see their grade. So right now by default it's on no overall grade. You can have it with total points or weighted by category. So no overall grade means you can grade assignments on Google Classroom. You can grade assignments here on Google Classroom, but students won't be able to see it. Total points, this just means that means you have 100 on an assignment, you make an assignment call for 100 points, another one for 50, whatever you get out of those two, it'll just keep calculating your grade on points. Or weighted by category, which is mostly used in other LMS systems. So Canvas, Schoology, we can have assignments worth 25%, participation 5%, and homework, classwork 25%, assessments, and etc. This is important to keep this show overall grades to students. We can have that on because it'll show them once they click on classwork, view your work, it'll say 100%, 25%, and stuff like that. Or for example, if you're only using Google Classroom as a side application and not as your main LMS, like to submit grades and stuff, you could have that overall grade to students off if you would not want to. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it on. And then grade categories. So here's where you would create grade categories to do weighted by category assignments. So you can click on that and it says grade category and it must equal 100%. So for example, I'm going to say homework, classwork. I'm going to say 25%. So I have 75% left. Let's say participation. Let's say 5%, 70% remaining. Let's just say assessments. I'm going to do 70%. And then you can keep on going. Of course, split it to your needs for your class. And you could also, right now it says I have 0% left. So I could create another category just to show students that this is part of another category called ungraded activities. And as you can see, it's worth 0% of their grade. And you can keep going. And then when you're like this and weighted by category, make sure to hit that save button or otherwise these categories you just created won't work. So I'm going to click on save. So there we go, settings saved. And when we do create an assignment, now you're going to see the button called right here, grade category. The ones I just made, homework, classwork, participation, assessments, or ungraded activities. And you would add the points here and assign it. So that was pretty much it. This video was just a getting started video. So for example, setting your course banner and these settings here on Google Classroom. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try my very best to help you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in my next video and next episode of this series. Bye!